Here on WWL Plus and all of our other streaming services, whether you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, or any other streaming service on WWLTV.com. Thanks for joining me bright and early here, or I should say dark and early. Rainy too, here's the latest. We're faring okay here in southeast Louisiana at the moment. However, we are far from done with the heavy chances for showers or the chances for heavy showers and storms. We still have a widespread light to moderate rain falling across the North Shore, scattered heavy showers falling across the South Shore, but we've been getting enough breaks that flooding has not been an issue across the area. It's just wet out there, which will slow down the morning drive. Now, the flooding issues have been much bigger of a problem out to the west. The Chaffalaya Basin, Lafayette, Lake Charles. Look at all the flash flood warnings and look at all the heavy rain still falling around Lafayette and down south towards New Iberia, right over Marsh Island and Vermilion Bay getting rocked and rolled this morning by the heavy rain. Now, we are expecting the chances for rain to remain high this morning and high this afternoon. This is not going to be a quick event. This is kind of just our first little round of everything. You can see there's still a couple showers around Slidell, more of a persistent rain falling back through Hammond, even some lightning popping up every now and then, and maybe even some small hail. You got a little core there of heavy rain over Des Allemands, Luling, and Booty, but these are moving enough, and there's breaks that the flooding is not an issue. These little box you see over the New Orleans Metro, that's a street flood advisory. It's officially supposed to go until 4 a.m., but right now things are looking okay. Closer look across the North Shore, that steady rain along 55 from Kentwood to Amite to Hammond. You've got a steady rain up in Franklinton and Bogalusa and Angie, Varnado. All that right there. It's just a steady rain, but it's not adding up too quickly. Your rainfall rates in that are going to be well below an inch an hour more than likely. So you're not expecting any flooding from that type of rain, just kind of adding up over time and giving you a good soaking rain. But this is the stuff that you don't want sitting over you. These heavy showers and storms falling over the Vermilion Bay Marsh Island area. Here's Morgan City. The rain trying to build in at least this little sail. So if you're watching down here closer to St. Mary Parish, you've got some lightning and thunder, maybe some small hail moving in. And then up Highway 90 to Lafayette, that is heavy rain too. Again, the heaviest of the rain has really been a problem back to the west, back towards parts of Lake Charles, Lafayette, and Opelousas. Has picked up a lot of rain overnight. For the North Shore, it hasn't been anything to sneeze at. I mean, we're talking 4, 5, 6 inches of rain has fallen across St. Tammany. So some low-lying areas, certainly probably water in ditches, things like that. Be extra careful, but it hasn't been a persistent heavy rain falling for hours and hours and hours. We've been getting some breaks, so hopefully draining off into the lake there some. Now, south of the lake, you can see those totals drop off from where you see the 4, 5, 6 inches to more like 1 to 1.5 inches. But here's where the big rain has been all night. Opelousas, Ville Platte, DeRitter there, they've picked up nearly 10, 11 inches of rain. So a lot of these communities up here over in southwest Louisiana have really been hammered overnight. That's where flooded roads are ongoing. The state police have actually been checking in on flooded roads around Opelousas this morning. Closer to Lafayette there, you can see the totals do drop off some, but still heavy rain out that direction. So that's where the big problems have been so far. Now, this band or complex of storms we have right now extending back through southwest Louisiana, that's not it. You see this right here? That tells me that there's another disturbance that's swinging out of northern Mexico. That's what's triggering those big storms near Laredo and Corpus Christi. That same disturbance is going to go whoop and right towards Louisiana. So we are expecting more showers and storms to move in as we go into the afternoon. So this is the morning round. This is the afternoon round, and that round may come with some strong storms along with the heavy rain. So hour by hour today shows rain this morning. Maybe get a little break in here, but still a few showers through the morning, and then another round of storms into the early afternoon. This evening is trending drier. By the way, if you're planning to go to Wednesday at the Square, we had our conference call yesterday, and so they're just going to reschedule it till next week, it looks like. Not going to happen today. They're not going to have time to get set up with all this mess going on. Even though the evening may be drier, it's just going to be nasty much of the morning and afternoon. So let's show you with a Precision Cast, one of our high-resolution models. These are updating every hour. Whenever you're dealing with the event the day of, we get an update every single hour with the high-res models, and this one's doing okay. It's got a little placement problems. The heaviest of the rain right now is more so south of Lafayette rather than right over Lafayette, but it is locking in on a light to moderate rain over us. Nothing that's causing too many problems. We may see the intensity pick up some through the morning here. A couple hailstorms are possible too. And here's that afternoon round of storms coming in after lunchtime. Some of these storms are producing hailstones, gusty winds. Isolated tornado risk, that's always there down here. And then once we get into the afternoon, it really could be coming down here. So we're just going to be on flood watch throughout much of the morning and afternoon. Here's the evening, 6, 7 o'clock. You're thinking, it's pretty nice outside. So things are looking better by the evening hours. And then once we get into tomorrow, I don't think the chances of rain are as high, but we still have a chance of rain Thursday. So the biggest risk today, flooding. That's as simple as that. However, strong winds, large hail, something we'll watch out for. We had many reports of quarter to $half size hail tomorrow. Yesterday rather, and then an isolated tornado could spin up. But we've seen a little rotation in storms, but not many have actually locked in and climbed all the way to the ground. So your chance of rain the rest of the week. We're going to kind of be doing a fluctuation here. 100% today, 40% tomorrow. Tomorrow's a little iffy, but it's not been as trending as wet. Friday, I think another potent storm system blows through, so we've got a 60% chance of rain, and then things are trending drier as we head into the weekend, although we still have some rain, so it's this pesky upper level low. I want to show you what it does. It gets cut off from the upper level flow. What does that mean? Well, this low pressure and this low pressure, they say goodbye, and this one gets left behind while this one goes and ventures out over the northern Atlantic. So this upper level low is just going to loop-de-loo around us really for a couple of days. And what this means is we'll keep the clouds, we'll keep some showers, but the closer it gets, and if it sits right over us, that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to get stormier. It just means we're not going to be clearing out as quickly. And so Saturday and Sunday, that low is still sitting over us. I'm going to have to throw in some rain for the weekend here. I think 30% Saturday and Sunday. So some scattered showers for Mother's Day. It does not look as bad and heavy as stormy as what we're dealing with the next 3 days, but Saturday and Sunday certainly still a few showers, and then heading into next week, we're going to see things dry out more and we'll begin to warm things back up. That's going to do it for your 3:30 update. I'll be right back here at 4 a.m., 4:30, and then we start the WWL Louisiana News at 5 a.m. sharp. We'll see you then.